Bill on the governor's desk would make it harder for landlords to hide any flood risks from potential tenants. The legislation expands the state's flood disclosure law that passed last year. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer is live for us in Tampa tonight. So, Aaron, what exactly would this bill change?
Yeah, Allie, first of all, lawmakers pointed today to a study that they say shows why this bill is so important. This study found that half of the properties in Pinellas County and roughly a third of the properties in Hillsborough County run the risk of flooding in the next 30 years.
The clerk will unlock the machine and the members will proceed to vote.
114 yeas, 0 nays, Mr. Speaker.
Show the bill passes.
Florida lawmakers admit this is something you don't see a lot these days. A bill passing unanimously in both chambers of the legislature. That's because this one impacts flooded homes.
As state lawmakers, we've stepped in to mandate the transparency.
A bill waiting for the governor's signature expands the state's flood disclosure law. It requires landlords to inform possible tenants if their potential rental unit has been affected before signing a lease. If they don't, the landlords could be responsible for refunding rent and deposits if that tenant suffers a substantial loss in a flood.
And I think this bill goes a long way to giving tenants the information they need to assess the risks before they enter into a residential lease.
It also requires condominium developers to provide a flood disclosure to potential buyers and mobile home landowners to do so for renters. This comes a year after lawmakers passed a bill mandating flood risk disclosures in property sales and months after tens of thousands of homes were impacted by Hurricanes Helene and Milton.
It's not fair for a tenant or a homeowner to not be made aware of the risk of where they're living, especially when they could potentially not only see damage to their personal property, but also, of course, the risk of impacting a loved one.
Yeah, this is a bill that was also supported by a lot of renters and realtors and advocates for them. If the governor signs the bill, Allie, it would go into effect on October 1st.
Okay, Aaron Mesmer live for us in Tampa tonight. Aaron, thank you.